This is the semi-finals game of the playoffs, which means that if the Mustangs are victorious over Trinidad State College, then they will move on to the quarterfinals, and if they lose, then their season will be over. Mustangs trail the Trinidad State College 1-0 here at the beginning of the second half. I am here with my co-host. Thanks for
radio
Thank
me.
Thank you for being here. It's a beautiful lake.
Oh, it's gorgeous, isn't it? We're here at the Rock Springs Junior High School field. Hopefully ushering in a win for our Mustangs here. Hopefully they'll make it in the second half. So this is played in midfield by the Mustangs, and that is recovered by the
I'm like, hello, and you didn't talk to me.
And that is played away at the line of Trinidad as they move forward, trying to
Who's their change? Because I put everybody back in.
and that is headed away by the Mustangs defense and quick transition as they Mustangs now
You can run across the field, by the way.
pretty aggressive defense here by the by this Trinidad team. Don't you think? They swarm the ball really quick.
I got the clock going.
As there's little scrums there, and it goes out on Trinidad just at center field.
Alleys look great.
And that would be thrown in by number 22, Devin Moore for the Mustangs. And that is deep into the Trinidad zone, and that is going to be kicked by the Trinidad State goalkeeper, Brian Oksaka.
Yes, and we also want to invite everybody to come over here and support for Mustang Soccer.
Yeah, they've had quite the season.
Yes, they
Yeah, do you know how many records they've broken? Haven't they broken like a couple school records for wins and shutouts and? Yeah, they've had quite the season. Yeah. Hopefully they can keep going here. They've got about 43 minutes left in this game as they establish an attack that is thrown in deep in the Trinidad State zone, and that is booted wide by the Mustangs. So we call this goal kick.
Yeah.
So this will be taken by Brian Oksaka for Trinidad as Trinidad looks to reestablish some offensive presence here.
Did you have your phone with you?
That is deep into the Mustang zone, and Jackson is able to shut that down, number 5. And Mustangs move forward, quick transition, and Trinidad comes away with it and are going back on the attack. Trinidad moves back and forth laterally with the ball. Good ball movement there by Trinidad as they look to establish some offense. Mustangs are doing a good job with their defensive positioning, keeping them on the perimeters, and it is out on Trinidad. Goes out wide, so that will be set up by Mitch Jensen for the Mustangs. He boots it down just over.
It's a foul.
That was a foul.
Yeah.
Who's that on?
I don't know. It's
Foul on the
Western.
Mustangs, so this kick will be taken by number 19, David Ayala, for Trinidad State. And that's booted forward deep into the Mustangs' defensive zone, and Trinidad looks to set up an offensive presence, and that is kicked wide out of bounds by the Mustangs' defense, number 13, Alan Windlet. And Mustangs keep the attack on the perimeter for Trinidad, and that is out on
That's a foul in the
offense.
It's a foul,
So this is
yeah.
played in by Mitch Jensen, Mustang goalkeeper, as he boots it downfield. headed down by the Trinidad defense and recovered by Mustangs offense, looking to regroup here in their defensive zone and move it forward. That is moved forward by number 5 Jackson and covered by Trinidad. Quick transition and Trinidad moves down sidelines. Mustangs are able to shut it down and are now moving up the sidelines in the offensive direction. Shut down at center field, midfield by Trinidad defender. Lots of transitions here at the sideline on the far end of this field, and that is finally out on Trinidad, and that will be put back into play by the Mustangs goalkeeper Mitch Jensen. Pretty back and forth there.
Yes, it is.
And he kicks it downfield, and Mustangs looking to set up an attack as they get it deeper into the Trinidad zone, and Trinidad is able to shut it down. And
Oh, definitely.
That will be a foul
Thank you.
on the Mustangs.
You doing okay?
Number 10, Jesse Cardenas.
We're tonight.
Am I saying that right?
Yeah.
I just want to check on them because
So that is played in by the Trinidad team, and they move down the sidelines and try and boot it in. That is caught by Mitch Jensen and tossed back down the field to the Mustangs offense. Good battle there as they race down the field. Mustangs player, do you know who that is?
Which one?
I can't
Number
see
8?
it.
John Allen?
Jose?
Jose Rincon.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
As Jose Lincoln sprints down the field for the Mustangs attack, and he is forced out by the Trinidad defense. That is played in by Trinidad goalkeeper, and a couple of quick scrums there at center field, and that is played finally by Mitch Jensen as the Mustangs look to reestablish their attack. Trinidad is able to get the transition and moves back down the field, down the sidelines. He moves it into the center, which is
Jackson.
then kicked away by
Oh.
Mustangs defense.
Oh,
Jackson
Allen.
took one to the face there. Ball is still in play,
Oh.
and then it is out on the Trinidad defense. Played in by number 13, Alan Wendland for the Mustangs. Tries to move it into the net, and it's quickly kicked away by Trinidad. Mustangs look to reestablish lots of transitions there off of the heads of both players as the Mustangs look to keep the pressure on the this Trinidad defense. And Trinidad looks to play away. That's finally picked up by Brian Oksaka for Trinidad and booted forward. And that is recovered by Mustang defense, played to Mitch Jensen, who boots it down the field. A couple of quick chips from the Trinidad team as they move forward.
Oh!
into
Oh
the
my
Mustang
gosh.
territory. Another great save by
Who
Mitch
shot
Jensen
that for
for the
the
Mustangs.
No.
Corner.
It looked like, what's his face? I'm trying to see.
It's a corner.
Oh, it's a corner, okay. So this will be taken by Trinidad State offensive player as they take a corner kick here. Trinidad still leads the
11.
Mustangs 1-0.
Oh!
Ooh.
I would have called that if I was a ref.
And so this is going to be a goal kick by Mitch Jensen for the Mustangs.
Come on,
And
Alan.
that is all the way down the field. Oh,
And almost.
almost had it. That was quite the defensive play by Trinidad there.
Just
Official.
the refs.
That's about playing.
Yeah.
Playing into the wind
Jake's in
here.
for Jesse,
Feel like they
and
wanted to
Riley's in
call.
for Jose.
The other team did
It's
the
20
penalty.
for 10 and 19 for 8.
What do you think? Do you think that was a?
Yeah, it was.
Either way, they
They were off 2 players.
they take a goal kick for Trinidad here and foul on the Mustangs farther in their defensive zone. And that kick is going to be taken by Trinidad number 19, David Ayala.
Defense.
As the Mustangs look to set up their defensive positioning here deep into the Mustang zone, and that's headed away by Mustang defense, and it is not quite recovered in time as it goes out on the Mustangs. So this will be thrown in by the Trinidad offense and booted downfield by the Mustang defense as they look to establish an attack here. Number 19, Riley Gibson, looks to run the ball down, but can't get there quite fast enough as it goes out on Trinidad to be thrown in by the Mustangs. And they throw it down the field, and the Mustangs are once again looking to reestablish their attack, but that tenacious defense of Trinidad is making that difficult as they once again have 3 players swarming the ball. Quick transition by Trinidad, and a good catch by Mitch Jensen on that Trinidad attack. He boots it down the field into the wind, and the Mustangs almost able to recover, but that's a quick defensive play by Trinidad, who gets it out. Good defensive pinch there by Trinidad, who stops the Mustangs attack. Trinidad now moves up center field on the sideline, and it goes out on the Trinidad players. This will be thrown in by the Mustangs, who look to move it downfield up the far sidelines here, and Trinidad is able to shut that down. Back and forth quick transition deep in the Trinidad zone, and they play it back to their goalkeeper, who boots it farther into the middle. Headed up by the Mustangs, and another quick transition in favor of Trinidad as they sprint down the field.
Good defense.
Good defense by number 22.
Oh my.
That's gotta be a card. They made him stop the clock.
Yellow card on. Did you catch who that was on?
Number 22. Oh, the number 13?
11.
Number 11 on Trinidad. That is Jose Martinez. A forward for Trinidad here. So this kick will be taken by number 22 for the Mustangs, Devin
34.
Moore. Mustangs still trail
And then Alex
1-0 here in the semifinal game for the
But
Mustangs.
isn't it the
men's
quarterfinal?
soccer team.
What?
Soccer.
Is it quarterfinal right now?
If they
Quarterfinal.
lose this game, it will mark the end of their very successful season, and if they win, they will go on to the quarterfinals.
Semifinal.
Other way around.
Other way around?
Semis are when there's only 4 left.
Sem-
Quarterfinals 8.
They're in quarter now.
They're in the quarterfinals. My bad. Okay, so
So they'll move on to the semifinals.
reestablishes their presence in center field and moves it up the sidelines of the Mustang defensive zone, and they
Switch the fields.
move it back across the field, and Mustang defense does a good job forcing them out, giving them very few options.
Hi, Chloe.
Uh-oh.
What's up?
That was close. That was close.
I
That's
can just leave the door so
good,
it's kind of crowded.
good snag by Mitch Jensen there. Deep,
You can
deep
just
into
tell
the Mustang defensive zone.
Since you're helping.
Move forward by number 3, Landon Jacobson for the Mustangs, and this
That's fine.
quickly transitioned
Okay.
by the Trinidad team. Mustangs recover and look to move it forward again down the sidelines, and that is out on Trinidad, so Mustangs will throw it in the Trinidad defensive zone. We got about 30 minutes left in this half. Mustangs still trail.
Was that coming in again? He's the one that receives the ball.
And that
Good
was-
cross.
Ooh, that was close. That was a close offensive opportunity by the Mustangs there, but the Trinidad team is able to recover as they streak down the field, and it is not able to be recovered as it goes out on Trinidad. Mustangs throw it in right at the center of the field and moved forward by the
Oh, what a ball.
Number 20 almost had an open lane. That is Jake Sanders.
Oh my gosh.
For the Mustangs, and he goes down. Mustangs are looking to assist Jake Samsel there as he was knocked down by Trinidad defender. So that'll be a foul on Trinidad, kick to be taken by the Mustang offense.
This is a great opportunity.
This could be a turning point. Kick to be taken by number 6 Taylor Flitton, and it is moved back to number 20 who tries to get it in, but there's just too many bodies in front of him, and it's booted over the net by the Mustang offense. So this will be a goal kick taken by Brian Saka for the Trinidad State. Good opportunity.
You doing okay?
Yeah.
And hopefully they can
Just wish we could get a time
get a
down
couple
here.
more of these here before.
At the universities, do they hire someone to specially film them?
Run out
And to do stats, huh? Probably.
Stats, ball shag, everything.
They have
Big places, we just do our own, but
the center
I mean,
of the
that's
field
small
and
places.
it is out.
That's
on
big
awesome.
places I never had, when I coached big places, I never had to worry about any of that, I just
out
coached.
on Mustangs. So thrown in by Trinidad
What?
in the Mustangs defensive zone. Trinidad is
Yeah.
looking to establish the attack as they move it into the center of the field and then down the sideline.
So your job could be
Lots of
just a soccer
yeah,
filmer.
good ball movement by Trinidad.
Or yeah, stats. You can be
Well,
stats.
usually
filmer.
it was like, they had a couple
Bounds
people
and
just hired to
throw
do
is
film.
taken by the Mustangs now.
So they split up all the activities and people would film and
Oh.
then they would download the film.
Mustangs
and
throw it
edit
in
the film
and
and
boot it down
all
the
that.
field.
Oh, they'd edit and
And
everything.
it is a
Yeah.
foot race between Mustangs offense, Jose Rincon, and Trinidad defender David Ayala. Ayala boots it away, and it is now to be thrown in by the Mustangs. A couple of quick scrums right at the sideline, and it is, I don't know, is that a foul or is that out?
We'll wait and see if they throw it in, it was out. If they put it down for a kick, then it's a foul.
It's a throw in.
Looks like it'll be a throw.
Well, let's
Never
see.
mind,
No,
never mind.
It's a foul.
Sorry.
It was a foul. It was a foul on
Jose.
Mustangs, so just
Looks like Jose.
looks like it was on Jose Rincon. And so kick is to be taken by David Ayala for Trinidad as he boots it deep into the Mustang territory, headed away by the Mustangs, and they try and move it forward with a quick transition, and Trinidad is able to reestablish their presence deep in the Mustang territory. Mustangs, very aggressive
Hand.
defense there.
He did. Didn't call that though, did they?
Nope.
Mustangs move up the sideline, and Jose Rico goes up the sideline, moves forward, and
Oh.
That's where I know.
It was a foul.
and that was a foul on Trinidad.
Landon gets so many
taken
fouls on
by
him.
The Mustangs as they
Taylor is going to take this.
illegally shut down the Mustang attack.
Yeah.
This is to be taken by Taylor Flitton,
Come on.
and
So close again.
so close, and that goes out wide on the Mustangs. So the play is to be re-established by Trinidad State goalkeeper Brian Saka, as it is not Mustangs would have wanted. And Oaxaca boots it right to about the center of the field, and then is moved forward by Trinidad, headed away by Mustang defense, and that is quickly turned over, and Trinidad reestablishes their attack. Mustangs look to shut it down, and that goes out wide.
Is it?
It's a corner.
Oh,
Went off our
no.
guy.
It's in the corner.
Oh, so that was, they said that was out on the Mustangs, huh?
One.
Look at that.
Yeah, I saw that. I called that right away. I saw the deflection.
So corner kick to be taken by Trinidad State College
Who's kicking it?
offensive player. I can't quite see his number.
31.
31. That's not his name. He's not on the roster. Yeah.
His name is
Kicked out.
Felipe Machado.
Felipe Machado.
Yep.
That's who took the corner kick.
Yes.
And this play is going to be reestablished by Mitch Jensen here, the Mustangs goalkeeper, as they are still trailing 1-0 against the Trinidad State College men's soccer team. Jensen boots it down the field, and it is recovered by the Mustangs. Oh, and quick transition, and Trinidad moves it back and challenges the Mustang defense. Mustangs are able to recover deep in their zone, and they move back downfield. Mustangs still have an offensive presence as they have possession of the ball. They're looking to move forward against that aggressive defense. Mustangs have got some good ball movement.
Good. Oh.
Yeah, it's offsides.
Oh, was that offsides?
What he called.
I think it was.
Called offsides on Mustangs here. So this will be taken by
Their goalkeeper.
Trinidad State goalkeeper Brian Oaxaca. He boots it all the way down the field against the wind, and that is recovered by Mustangs goalkeeper Mitch Jensen, who goes all the way back down the other way. Oh man, that goes past the Trinidad defense and is not. It was a very close opportunity, but that is recovered by Trinidad, and Trinidad moves through center field, and they move it back and try and get through this Mustang defense. Mustangs are able to force them wide, and Trinidad establishes the Mustangs defensive corner. Mustangs are keeping them on the perimeter, but the Trinidad team is moving it around very efficiently against the Mustang defense. And that will be out on Trinidad. So this will be played by Mustang goalkeeper Mitch Jensen. Just about 22 and a half left in this half of the game. Mustangs trail 0-1 against the Trinidad State College men's soccer team here in the quarterfinals.
How's volleyball going?
A win will put the Mustangs in the semifinals, and a loss will mean the end of their season. I think I got it right. Trinidad established it in the middle of the field as they move forward. Mustangs are looking to shut it down. Trinidad is forced all the way deep into the corner, and Mustang defenders are able to keep with them on the perimeters, and that goes out on.
It's gonna be a corner kick.
Yeah, it'll be a corner.
Out on the Mustangs, so corner kick to be taken by Trinidad. Offensive player number 8, Joseph Neal. Both teams looking to set up their position here on the field as Leal gets ready to take the kick. And he boots it, and players start scrambling. And that is headed just wide of the net. And that means that Mitch Jensen is looking to set up the play for the Mustangs.
It was
some fresh legs,
Missed
and
shot.
they look to move it down the field. Jensen gets his team in position and boots it down the field.
Who's
And
that
that
for us?
is
12 for 2.
quick transition off of the head of the
13
Mustangs
for
player,
19.
Jesse, what's his last name?
Harding.
There we go. Mustangs boot it back down the field, and they can't quite get there quick enough, and that is out on Mustangs, so this will be a goal kick for the Trinidad State goalkeeper, Brian Oksaka. Moving against the wind here, Oksaka boots it down the field and gets it to about center field, and that is played away by the Trinidad State team as they look to move forward.
What?
And that is shut down by the Mustang defense. That transition is quickly recovered by Trinidad as they reestablish their possession of the ball. Forced to the exterior, and that is quickly shut down by Mustang defense as they look to move forward. Good ball movement there by the Mustangs as they move it across the field to number 13, Alan Wendlandt, and Wendlandt moves it to number 3, Landon Jacobson, who boots it downfield, and that is caught by Brian Osaka, goalkeeper for Trinidad. And that is booted away by Trinidad goalkeeper down the field, and that is kept in play by the Mustangs defensive play, and Mustangs are able to keep possession of the ball despite some good scrimmages there
Ooh,
against Trinidad.
that looked like a hand.
And the turnover by the Mustangs, and Trinidad looks to move downfield. Trinidad turns it over to the Mustang defense deep in the Mustang zone, and he boots it forward. That will be off Trinidad, and Mustangs are going to take throw in. Number 13, Alan Wendlandt. Played to number 22, Devin Moore. Moore moves it back to Landon Jacobson, who moves it across the field, and they look to move up the perimeter and deep into the Trinidad zone, and that is picked up by Brian Osaka. That's booted down the field by Osaka and headed away by number 3, Landon Jacobson, for the Mustang defense. Thrown in by Trinidad on the far end of the field here from the booth. Trinidad is in the blue, and Mustang is sporting their home colors of gray with black trunks. Trinidad reestablishes their possession and moves it forward on the attack. Mustang defense forces them to the perimeter as they move it down the field and just out the back, and that is picked up by Mitch Jensen to be put back into play. The Mustangs looking to establish an attack here. Mitch Jensen organizes his team
11
for 8.
for number 8.
for this goal kick. And it is away, and that is deep into the Trinidad zone, and that is a couple quick transitions for both defenses. Trinidad gets it to the Mustangs. Mustangs moves forward. Mustangs turn it back around, and Trinidad moves up the side of the field. Mustang defense quickly boxes that out. Good defensive play there, and they look to shut down this attack by Trinidad, and that is effective as they then boot it downfield. Quickly stopped by Trinidad, number 13, Saad Heezen.
Good
And
defense by Allen.
good
I think he's the
defense
one that
by
lost half of his ear last year.
Mustangs there.
13.
I think so.
Another couple of quick stops there by the Mustangs deep in their zone, and that is kept in play, and they move it down the field. Good ball movement there by the Mustangs. That is almost stolen away by Trinidad, but the Mustangs are able to
And that's over the
keep
move.
that going, and then it is booted out off of a deflection from Trinidad. Mustangs throw it in. 22-13, back to 22. That is Alan Wendland and Devin Moore. Move it downfield on the opposite end now. And that is picked up by the Mustangs, moving it downfield. Number 6, Taylor Flitton.
Please.
And a play by the Mustangs, but it goes just wide. of the
Corner.
net.
Corner.
So close. So close.
Yeah, I know.
Is it a corner?
Yeah, but
It's a corner.
Made it so short. That's not quite enough
Teams
for the Mustangs there.
shot by the
Yeah, just that was off Trinidad, so it'll be a corner kick taken by Taylor Flitton.
6.
Oh, we got a player, Trinidad player down.
Stop the clock.
We have a Trinidad player down here, so we are taking a quick timeout as their coach or trainer comes out to look at the extent of the damage here.
Let's see if I can find that ball.
Well, he is up and he is walking off of the field.
Okay, put 15. Got it. Riley, the ball's on the baseball field. Go get it.
Oh, Riley.
Wants you to add time to 15:15.
We got it.
Okay.
Look up.
So 15-15 back on the clock. And that'll be all that's left in regulation of this quarterfinal game here. Corner kick to be taken by the Mustangs. Number
Did that
6,
guy go out?
Taylor Flitton.
Who it
As
is?
the Mustangs look to
Uh,
get on the scoreboard here, as the score is 1-0 with Trinidad State College leading the Mustangs.
we're gonna have to start writing down
Go!
all their numbers.
Big scrum there,
Okay.
and looks like
Start writing down all their numbers. We got 9,
out
31,
by Trinidad,
33.
and Mustangs almost able to
14.
recover as they move it across the field, but not quite able to handle it, and it goes out.
Zeros,
So-
of course, in.
Oh,
11,
it is to be taken
35.
by Trinidad.
34, 16,
And
19.
it is in,
Whoever that guy
down,
is throwing it.
sidelines, and
Seven.
Mustangs defense is able to recover.
Is that 11
The
of them?
transition as the
Count 'em up.
Mustangs move down the field and almost
So then I will
stopped
try to
there
get-
by the Trinidad defense, but Mustangs get it deeper into the Trinidad territory, picked up by
I'm gonna see
goalkeeper
33 was
Brian
it?
Soccer.
What was
As he boots it down the field,
0.
they're at about
You have to look and see what
midfield
happens.
now, and
Zero,
cover,
33.
nope, and then it's kicked out by the Mustangs defense. Thrown in by Trinidad and headed out again by Mustang
13 went out.
defender.
Let's see, 14.
Jackson.
Jackson Hatch.
Yep.
Good defensive presence there by Jackson Hatch for the Mustangs.
So 35.
As the throw is to be taken by Trinidad offensive player. And that is up a couple times. Airtime there. And that is out on the Mustangs. And that will
It's a
make
corner
it a
kick.
corner kick taken by number 31 for Trinidad.
With 13 minutes left.
Just over 13 minutes left. Mustangs still not on the scoreboard. Ooh. As both teams look to establish their positioning. And the corner kick is there. And that is recovered by the Mustang defense. And strong offensive presence here by Trinidad. And
Definitely.
that is out right on the sidelines.
No, it's a foul.
On,
Foul.
oh, it's a
Trinidad.
foul. So kick to be taken by Mustang goalkeeper Mitch Jensen as he boots it all the way down the field, recovered by the Trinidad defense, and they go up and play it at about center field. Mustangs are able to recover and they reestablish their possession and they play it back to their defenders, who turns it over. There's a foot race between the Mustang defenders and Trinidad offense. Trinidad gets it deeper into the zone, kicked away by number 21 Brayton Smith here, and that'll be out on the Mustangs. That was a big turnover. That was a little scary for the Mustang defense. They were able to recover, and it is thrown in by Trinidad. Trinidad looks to reestablish their presence here, and that will be out on the Trinidad team as the Mustangs look to boot it forward. It goes off of the chest of the Trinidad attack. So kick to be taken by Jensen, and he boots it down the field. That puts the Mustangs into the Trinidad territory, and Trinidad able to recover, moves down the sidelines, and that is out on Trinidad. Good defensive play there. It's thrown in by the Mustangs and recovered by Trinidad. Quick turnover, and the Mustangs are able to recover. They move it back to their goalkeeper, Mitch Jensen, who looks to set up the play, boots it downfield, and they're in the open field. Oh! That was a huge foul.
Whiff.
Really aggressive play by Brian Oksaka as number 3 Landon Jacobson was just sprinting down the field, and holy
I
cow!
saw he had that.
I did too. He was completely in the clear behind all defenders, and really aggressive play by Trinidad goalkeeper. So that is kicked away by Oksaka. They didn't actually call any kind of foul there, which I thought was surprising. But anyways, Trinidad is able to reestablish in their defensive zone and moves forward, and they are on the attack. Number 11, Jose Martinez, moves it into the Mustangs. Oh, defensive zone, and that is put into the center of the field and kicked over the net by the Trinidad attackers. Mitch Jensen boots it down the field, looking to get a little bit more offense started here for the Mustangs, and they look to reestablish their attack against Trinidad. And they move it back to the middle of the field where it is played by Mustang defender. That goes off of the back of number 22 Devin Moore for the Mustangs, recovered by number 0 Brian Oksaka for Trinidad. He picks it up and looks to find an open man as he now boots it down the field. And that is played in center field by Trinidad, and they are on the attack. And that is shut down by the Mustangs. That's a big foot race there. And they reestablish their presence in the center of the field, move forward by number 3, Landon Jacobson for the Mustangs. Mustangs move into their attacking territory, and there's a quick scrum and a turnover in favor of Trinidad. And Mustangs defense recovers the ball and move down the sidelines. Moved it into the center of the field, and number 22 is on the move, and it just goes wide. Devin Moore almost had a great opportunity there, but the Trinidad defense took away just enough of his angle to get to the net. And that was wide, which would give Brian Oksaka,
Now they're stalling.
Trinidad goalkeeper,
That's what they're supposed to do.
I know.
with just about 8.5 minutes left in this game. Mustangs still trail Trinidad 1-0. Mustangs have yet to establish any score here. And is it Trinidad?
He dislocated his shoulder.
He did?
I think so.
Concerned.
Okay, stop the clock. Now let's figure out their subs. Okay, Caitlin,
Play is
break down the
halted as
16 went out.
Trinidad
So we
players
have 11
down on
on
the
the
field.
ground.
8, 18, 7,
Did you see what
18 in the
No.
so that was 18 for who?
He was calling for for medical assistance there as the Trinidad trainer or coach comes out to assess the damage. Not really sure what is ailing this player, whether it's his shoulder.
He's
Looks like
moving
it's a
his
shoulder
shoulder.
injury.
Mhm.
He's up and
31's out,
moving.
who
He's
went in?
going off of the field now.
No, he's doing
So this kick will be taken
yeah.
by the
2, 3,
Mustangs.
4, 5, 6,
Mustang
7, 8, 9,
goalkeeper
10,
Mitch
11.
Jensen to take this kick about center
So
field
31's out.
as both teams look to set up their positions.
That's a great ball right there.
Oh.
Almost. Jensen boots it down the field and it goes
He almost
just
scored
a
from
few
before
feet
half.
over the top of the net of the Trinidad.
That's crazy.
And so now this is to be taken by Trinidad goalkeeper Brian Osaka, and he boots it down the field. That gets to about center field, and it's headed down by the Mustangs and recovered by Trinidad. And Trinidad moves it forward down about the center of the field. Mustang defense recovers, and
Nope,
they
35's already in.
try and make a
16.
quick
16
transition
went
here
out, and I
in
think
Burmese
16
back
came
at the
out.
center of the field.
Got it.
Couple of big scrums. Mustangs come out ahead, get it to the Trinidad defense, who boots it out of play. Mustangs throw it in just past center field, and that is out again on Trinidad as Mustangs throw it back into play and look to go on the attack. That is going to be a foul on Trinidad?
Yes.
Yep, foul on Trinidad. Kick to be taken by the Mustangs. I believe that's Taylor Flitton
Yep.
is to take this kick. What's that called? Free kick?
Yep.
Cool, free kick. To be taken by number 6, Taylor Flitton for the Mustangs. Both teams struggle for position
Please.
down by the net.
Ah.
It's grabbed by the goalkeeper for Trinidad, and they move it forward, and that's a. It goes out. They say it goes out on number 21, Braden Smith for the Mustangs, and
33 is going
that will
out.
mean that the
And,
Trinidad team
31
gets
came in.
to back to play. There was a, I don't know who you would say that went out on.
That was their ball.
I think it's their ball.
Is it?
Is it a foul?
Yeah, oh, no, that was.
Yeah, accidentally.
Yeah, he's gonna go.
So that was a foul on the Mustang
Yeah,
defense
Taylor.
on Taylor Flitton. So free kick to be taken by number 8 for Trinidad. That is Joseph Leal with about 5 minutes and 45 seconds left in this game.
Nope.
And that is recovered by Mustang goalkeeper Mitch Jensen as he looks to move it forward. Hopefully this will be the spark that the Mustangs need to get on the scoreboard here today. That's headed away by Trinidad and recovered. Ooh, nope, turnover. Trinidad moves down the field on the attack, and Mustangs are looking to shut them down here. And ball's in the open area and played to Mustang goalkeeper Mitch Jensen back to the defender. And Flitton moves it up the field, played out by Trinidad defenders. Mustangs are going to throw it in. Number 12, Nate Cutler, throws it into play and moves down the field. Number 3, then Jacobson. That is out on Trinidad. Jacobson to throw it in, and that is played by number 10, Jesse Cardenas. And it is out on Cardenas, and they Trinidad throws it back into play down the sidelines, and that is out on Trinidad. Mustangs reestablish the ball, and they play it back to Mustang defender Jackson Hatch, who moves it up the field, headed away by Trinidad, and it is up, and there's open area. Number 19, Riley Gibson, looks to move it forward.
Oh my
And
gosh.
there's quite a collision down at the very end of the field between Riley Gibson and a Trinidad defender, and I'm not sure.
Clock.
Looks like Trinidad defender is down. He's moving, but took him just a second to get back up. That was a great opportunity. I thought they had it. I thought that was the one.
With 3 minutes left.
Yep.
Now.
3 minutes and 48 seconds left on the clock. Mustangs still trail the Trinidad State College 1-0. With just under 4 minutes left. Brian Exaka, Trinidad goalkeeper, plays it out, and that is blocked away by the Mustangs.
Hand.
And that'll be recovered by Trinidad. And
Stop the clock. Give him something. There you go.
That was a hand, but
There you go.
they called a yellow card on Trinidad player number 31. And
That
so
wasn't-
this will
that was
be
rude.
free kick
That was
taken
rude.
by number
Oh.
6, Taylor Flitton for the Mustangs. As both teams
Give him a red.
establish their positions here on the field.
Number 13.
And so,
Flitton is pairing his team. 13:30 left in the game
Look how high Mitch is.
here in the
Mitch is telling
quarterfinals.
them to move forward.
And he boots it away.
Dang it.
It's headed out.
Headed out by Trinidad, so this will be thrown in by the Mustangs. On the far end of the field, that will be reestablished by the Mustangs, and they move it back to the defenders, who moves it deep into the Trinidad defensive zone. Trinidad heads it up. Oh,
Oh.
collision by number 21, Kyler. Trinidad establishes the offensive presence and moves forward down the sideline. And that is played away by Mustang goalie.
Get in goal,
Mitch
Mitch.
Jensen. And he gets back in enough time to catch the forward kick.
Oops, I forgot to film.
Yeah, he was all the way out in the corner and he was able to make it back to make that catch. Great play by Jensen there.
stop the clock.
Nah.
Looks like we got a player down
Gosh.
on the field
All
from
the time.
Trinidad.
All the time do this.
And the clock is stopped again at about 2 minutes and 30 seconds left. 2 minutes and 35 seconds left in the game. Mustangs still trail 4-0.
Who's coming in for him?
Who knows?
31
Odd position, I'm not sure
or
what
8, looks
what
like.
ails this Trinidad player. He is up.
What's the
and
point?
left field
Just slow it down.
in their zone.
31 came in.
Yeah, no,
You have to go out.
he's now jogging off the field.
Okay. I didn't even have him in, so you told me somebody else maybe.
They are discussing what to do next.
It was.
Yeah.
Looks like the ref is having a discussion with the team captains, and that is
Huh?
11.
Is Mitch throwing it in? That's hilarious.
do you know any idea what's going on?
And I think they're playing without a player, the Trinidad team.
No, 31.
Okay.
So,
Well, anyway, Mustangs get possession back.
Go!
That's booted up. Mustangs are on the attack, and
Offsides.
it's caught by
Offsides. We were
Brian
offsides a
Exaka.
while ago. Yeah, we were
Oh man, he
offsides.
almost had it. He almost had it. He was in.
It wouldn't have been any good. We were offsides.
Oh, it was offsides. Oh, that's too bad.
Wouldn't have mattered either way.
So Mustangs were offsides on that attack, so it is to be taken by Trinidad defender number 19.
Who got a yellow? For what? Yelling?
Oh, the other guy.
Jake's coming in for red.
Brandon Jacobson. Yellow card on Mustang player there. Not sure what that was about.
It's about.
He mouthed
And
off.
then crunch time. 1 minute and 45 seconds left.
Who
And
came in for him, Jake?
the Trinidad team has
Oh,
possession of the ball.
Stop the clock.
Yeah, no kidding.
Hey,
It is
They
stopped.
stopped.
What?
There's a lot on the line here.
we haven't even started it.
Both teams. as we are nearing the end of regulation time here
You
in
got Jake in already.
in this quarterfinal game.
What?
Oh,
Who just got a red?
I don't know who got a red.
Wait, somebody got a red?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Somebody got a
I'm
red card. I
thinking
don't know
coach.
who-
got a
Coach?
red.
I think
Our coach or their coach?
Oh, it's coach.
Oh, that's not good.
Why?
no,
know.
Landon got a red.
Landon did.
Landon got a red.
Landon
He was still
Anderson
talking?
Got a red card
That's okay. It's gonna.
for the Mustangs.
That's okay to
Yeah,
get
30
one
left
now,
in the game, and that is
Well.
out on. Did they say that
Unless
was
they-
out on?
unless they score.
They
then
said
it's
that
a big
was out on
one.
Trinidad.
So that's our ball.
So Mustangs throw it back into
It's up the time. Oh, 1 minute and 16 seconds.
1 minute and 16 seconds left, and Mustangs
What is
look to throw
happening?
it back in. Number 21, Braden Smith. He throws it in, and Mustangs. Oh, they lose possession right at the edge of the field. That is that was taken down the sidelines by number 11, Jose Martinez, by Trinidad, and he is fouled down.
Yeah. He didn't play
Free kick
very
to
well
be taken
today.
by Trinidad here.
No, they're all just
Number
really
31 establishes possession, looks to lose time there in the corner. Mustangs come in quick to
40
force the
seconds.
play. 40 seconds left, and Mitch Jensen boots it down the field. Mustangs go on the attack, and is quickly grabbed up by Brian Oksaka.
Yes.
He's looking to waste a little bit of time, and he boots it down the field. High ball into about the middle of the field here. There's a foot race on the sidelines, recovered by the Mustangs. They throw it in to Mitch Jensen, who moves it
Takes it.
upfield. We have 5 seconds left.
Come on!
And that is booted out on